amazing people of YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok? Welcome back to another episode of the Village Podcast. I am, of course, TJ back again. As Eminem would say, look who's that? Back here again. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm here. So, this is the review of the Legion Go, the Lenovo Legion Go to be exact. This has been a video about 2 months in the making. What I mean by that is, I don't like to do review videos until I am 100% concrete in my opinion. Because, I don't know, there's somebody out there in YouTube land or TikTok land could actually see this and make a decision based on this video, at least in part. So I like to be sure I have a concrete opinion. So I'll be doing a segment showing you guys the exact specifications of this thing, yada yada. But I'll start the intro to this video with just some overall quick thoughts. Overall, I think this is a complete mixed bag of feelings that I have towards Legion Go and handhelds in general. Now, I have to disclose to you guys, I am somewhat negative in nature towards handhelds. What I mean by that is, I think the use case for these things is kind of not great. Now, if you are truly somebody that travels for your job or for school, whatever, and you will actually be using a handheld, any of these handhelds, whether it's the Legion Go, the ROG Ally, the Steam Deck, whatever, and you'll be using these in handheld mode, actually going and traveling, that's entirely different than just disregard most of my criticisms. But you know, you hear that every day on these discussion threads that people are saying, oh, I got rid of my PS5 and my Xbox one of these. And I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm just dumbfounded by that. I would never suggest getting rid of a dedicated console or gaming PC or a handheld of any kind. Because at the end of the day, you're still getting a much smaller display with less quality audio, and even though the Legion Go is actually the biggest display of any handheld that I know of right now, it still has a lot of drawbacks. Look at those drawbacks. Number one drawback for me, the size and the weight. It's just too damn heavy. It's that simple. It's too heavy in the hands. I don't want to feel like I'm doing this on the couch and after 10-15 minutes I'm like, ugh. And that's how it feels. Now, I have a medical condition, if you guys can't tell. So a part of my medical condition is my hands get fatigued very easily. So maybe some of that is me. I've seen on a lot of other reviewers on YouTube saying the same thing. It's just too heavy in the hands. So it's way too heavy and bulky, for one. For two, it's quite expensive and it's not on sale. And for that expense, you do get a powerful chip inside the AMD Z1 Extreme. And to be fair, when it is on sale, it's a compelling package on paper. But it is quite expensive still overall. And again, what you're getting is a package that is somewhat flawed. To be honest with you, it is. Now, I'm saying that subjectively, because again, other people might feel differently, but it's not great all the time. In terms of that reason, those reasons, in terms of another reason too, which is the actual ability to game for long periods of time, meaning battery life. NG, no good, as I like to say, NG. It is a thumbs down, pooper, scooper, no good. It's, battery life is just, however you want to say it, it's crap. I mean, that defeats the purpose of a handheld alone, is the battery life being crapola. I mean, and I don't understand, I think I understand it, it's like these companies only have so much ability to innovate in terms of battery technology right now, but that's a real shame, because again, the biggest reason why this thing is dead in the water in some ways is you can't game any AAA title for any length of time until it dies. And that, like I said, it's a shame. So that discourages me and certainly others from using it there. Okay, enough negatives. Some positives, the display. I'll give you the exact specifications in my next segment I'll be doing in this video. But just to show you for now, it is a beautiful 8-inch display. It's vibrant. It's not OLED, but that's okay. It's still beautiful. It is IPS. It is an IPS panel. It's the exact resolution is, I forget what it is right now, but it's still beautiful. I know it's 165 hertz refresh rate, so it looks damn good. Look, the display is lacking in VRR, meaning there's no variable refresh rate, so that's a little buzzkill. But overall, it's a really nice display. You have to give it that. Another way you have to give the Legion Go a lot of credit is this right here. A kickstand. It is sturdy. They built it to be very rigid. You can really just, you're not going to break it. So, I mean, it's very rigid, and that's awesome. It is good that you can use an SD card, God forbid, unlike the ROG Ally that came out on launch day in July 2023 that had issues with, including mine, SD cards getting fried. This doesn't have that issue, so you can pop your SD card in right in that slot there, and it's fine. Another good thing is you do have two USB-C Thunderbolt ports, one on the top there, and one on the bottom. I wish they would have gave it two USB-Cs on top so that you weren't forced to like do a weird thing if you're trying to have two things plugged in at once. But you might say, who really is going to do that, TJ? Well, I've had to do that with this already. So it does happen. But with that being said, let's talk about the technical specifications of this device, and I'll be right back, guys. Before I get into the technical specifications of the Legion Go, I do want to make it known that there is one defining feature of the Legion Go, which you guys probably already know, but it is, of course, the removable side controllers. They are, as everyone says, very similar to the Joy-Cons or something like the Nintendo Switch, but they are certainly not Joy-Cons. And the thing about these are that it's a cool party trick, a novelty, if you will, but in terms of practical usability, I would say it's not so much. That's just my opinion, though. Like, it's cool. You can go get, I have the, over there, it comes with a magnetic hockey puck thing you can put this into, and it turns into like a mouse thing. I've done it. It's just, it wasn't something that I would use at all, but it's cool that they include that for sure. In terms of functionality, these removable controllers work just fine. It's just, they're not really practical for the kind of games I play. I think I played Tekken 8 using these detached a couple of times, and it's kind of cool, I suppose, but again, not something that you would naturally want to do. I shouldn't say you, but most people would naturally want to do on a regular basis. But this is the touchpad. You can see how it's moving the mouse right there. So, it's neat to have, certainly, and maybe some people will find it more useful than others. So that's my little, tidbit on the removable controllers. They're cool, I suppose, novelty, not really anything that really makes this handheld worth owning specifically, though. Conclusion, if you're going to insist on a Windows-based gaming handheld, my suggestion would be to try the Asus ROG Ally, the updated version with 24 gigabytes of RAM and the 1 terabyte SSD standard. It comes in black. Now, I have seen a lot of testing and reviews on that newer unit, and it is a beast. And as far as I know, in my best knowledge, it doesn't have any of the issues that plagued the original ROG Ally. So why do I suggest that, even though it's actually a little bit more expensive than this is? Well, because even though the ROG Ally lacks the 8.8-inch display, I would say every other aspect of its package is better than the Legion Go. And for that reason, it's very difficult for me to recommend that you guys pick this up because of the bulkiness of this package. It's so heavy in the hands, and not only that, it leaves a lot to be desired, is what I'm trying to say. The Legion space software is just okay. Not great, not terrible, just okay. The gaming is gaming. It's Windows-based gaming. You can't go wrong. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good when the battery lasts. That's the thing. So overall, I give it a 5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. One more thought before I forget though. I wish it had biometrics of some kind, which is secure login. It's very irritating to me. It doesn't at least come with a built-in fingerprint scanner like the ROG Ally does, or something. I know these things don't usually have cameras built in, so it wouldn't have Face ID, but at least a built-in fingerprint sensor up top here would be much appreciated. So that's another ding I take off the score. So I give it a 5 out of 10. That's my final verdict on this. I wouldn't suggest it unless you have a real strong inclination that you want to try this thing. But take these things I give you as kind of like advice, but do what you want with it. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, peace out for now, and happy holidays to you.